Hey, it's Stuart Sutton at Georgetown, Texas Real Estate. Hope you're having a great day so far. I'm going to give you some information right now that I think is going to surprise you. Should you have open houses when you put your home on the market? Well, there's a benefit, but is the benefit to you, or is it to the agent, or is it to the buyer? Let's take a look. We're going to use data. We're going to use facts, not tradition, not assumptions. Let's see how open houses affect the sale of your home. Again, I think you're going to be pretty surprised. As the introduction said, we're going to talk about facts and figures. There are also assumptions you can make, but we'll allow you to make those as you choose. Do open houses really help sell your home when you put it on the market in Georgetown, Texas? Well, over half the homes that are put on the market are held open, so someone must think they help. Well, a good portion of agents who list homes certainly believe that they help, or they probably wouldn't do them. But let's look at why they hold open houses. Is it because they can prove that they help sell a home, or is it more of a tradition? Is it something they were taught, something that is part of their normal practice because it was part of the normal practice of their broker or their mentor or whatever the case is? Well, we're going to use analytics, we're going to use data, we're going to use statistics, and we're going to show you a few things that, as I said in the introduction, might surprise you just a little. So here we go. Listings held open in Georgetown, Texas in the last 12 months. Homes that were held open lasted longer on the market. Now, why is that? Well, we'll get into that in just a second. But homes that were held open in the open market in Georgetown, Texas, were on the market longer. Now, those that were held open 3 times or more took even longer to sell. And not only that, but homes that were held open had more price reductions than homes that were not held open. As a matter of fact, we also saw that homes that were held open were negotiated down a little over 0.5% more than homes that were not held open. So we're seeing 3 things: longer to sell, more price reductions, and they sell farther away from asking price when they do sell. So here's the question: why is that? Is the open house causing these things? Well, the answer to that is no. Open houses aren't the problem. Open houses do not cause homes to take longer to sell. They do not cause homes to sell farther away from asking. They do not cause homes to have to be reduced in price. Here's what's going on. Homes that are already a little bit overpriced, or a lot overpriced, sometimes are held open more. Now, let's think about it for a second. Agent puts a home in the market, and open houses might be part of their normal practice, and they do it on all homes, and that's absolutely fine. That's between you and your agent. But home goes on the market. I personally, and I think other agents may have these as well, have 3 monitoring factors. Are we getting inquiries and activity and views online? Secondly, are we getting showings? Thirdly, are we getting offers? So if an agent puts a home in the market and they're just not getting much activity online, they may decide, well, let's hold it open. Let's get some activity. Let's say they're getting activity online, but they're not having showings. Well, of course, the seller's going to say, why aren't we having showings? So the agent may hold the house open to get people through the house. And that way they can count those people coming through the house as activity. Thirdly, why are we not getting offers? Well, open houses don't get offers. Prices get offers. The reason that homes that are held open more often have more price reductions is typically because they're a little bit overpriced to begin with. So an agent needs to hold open houses to generate activity. Now, the success rate of open houses is negligible. I mean, it's so low that the National Association of Realtors counts it, I believe, below 1% as a successful way to sell and market a home. But it's a practice used by agents a lot of times because that home is not getting the activity it should, because it might be just a little bit too high. And eventually, to sell it, the price comes down. But guess what? It was held open several times to try to generate activity. So that's why the stats for open houses tend to show negative. Homes that are on the market longer tend to sell a little farther from asking price. Buyers negotiate a little more when a home has been on the market longer. And just by chance, that home was held open to try to generate activity. So the correlation is this: homes that are asking a little too much will often see more open houses from their agent. Now, don't get me wrong. It doesn't mean if your agent wants to hold your house open that it's overpriced. That's not the case. But if we're seeing time go by with lack of activity, lack of showings, and open houses are taking place, but no offers are coming in, then those open houses are not helping generate the offer. The price change is what does that. I hope this is making sense. Now, if you don't really want your house held open because you don't think, based on what you're seeing here, that it really is a positive impact, because it's really not, here's a solution for you. Ask your agent, well, show me. If you want to hold my open house, if you want to hold my house open, show me why the benefit is there. Why does it benefit me? How does it benefit me? Show me that you're selling homes because you're having open houses. And there certainly may be agents who can show you that. I don't think there are many, because I've talked to and trained lots of real estate agents. Also, I want to know who's holding the open house. Now, my wife and I go see open houses constantly. As a matter of fact, there are some agents out in the marketplace who just say, oh, hey, how are y'all doing when we come in? Because we've been to lots of open houses that they've actually held open. We see open houses constantly. And we've noticed two things over the years. Number one is that the listing agent rarely holds the house open. It's typically another agent. Now, why is that? Why wouldn't your listing agent hold your house open? Well, it's not really a necessary event to get your home sold. And your agent may be experienced enough that they don't need to hold an open house to do what open houses are held open to do, to generate prospects for the agent. So a newer agent, this is a common practice, believe it or not, a newer agent will ask the listing agent if they can hold their house open, their listing open, so they can meet prospective buyers. So basically, your house is a tool to hold open so that agents can meet buyers. It's rarely held open to sell the house. I hope this makes sense. Now, here's something else we've noticed. I had a seller who explained to me, this was a while back, that they had had their home on the market with another agent. They left the house in order to allow it to be held open that Sunday afternoon, and they remembered that they forgot something, so they had to go back to the house. When they got there was an agent they didn't know, not even with the same company as the agent they had it listed with. They were flabbergasted. Now, this is a practice we see also. It might be listed with ABC Realty, but an agent from XYZ Realty saw the listing, likes the area and the house, and calls the listing agent and says, can I hold that open for you? And the ABC agent, your listing agent, says, yeah, sure you can. We'll get some traffic through for my sellers. Again, traffic that hardly ever is responsible for selling the house. But XYZ agent holds a house open and meets prospective buyers that they can assist. So I'm not saying you should never let this happen. That's between you and your agent. There's some extremely experienced and responsible agents who hold a lot of open houses. Some very responsible newer agents who hold open houses as well. And that doesn't mean this shouldn't occur, but it does mean you should be very aware of what's happening. Who's holding your house open? You see, in that situation, the seller not only didn't know that agent, but the listing agent had never even met the agent who is holding the house open. So you need to be aware of what's going on with your listing. I hope that makes sense. I threw another video up here for you. It is very interesting about Georgetown, Texas real estate sales in 23 and what happened. Again, there'll be some big surprises in there for you. If you like what you're seeing, subscribe. Hope to see you on the next video.